Scandinavia is
Wait.
socialist.
Are we? Yeah, we're still in 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Despotism
So
is
left
tyranny.
has more.
Despotism is tyranny.
Tyranny.
Okay. Despotism is tyranny.
Rule by a despot or master or lord.
Dictator.
Hi, it's New Yorker.
Well, dictator.
I'm going to see my drawing. There's a person in the world times 2 every 25 years.
Okay, so limited resources, that's where he took the poll of all the classes to see if we would be communist if we could.
And Justin was the only one.
So you have guaranteed food, shelter, education, Medicare, highest tax rate in the world, 50%, creates lack of ambition.
Suicide rate.
It's phenomenal.
Except that could be
Though
possible.
it's seasonal depression as well.
Yeah, because it's cold there. It's dark,
It's dark.
and it's cold.
And you don't get enough vitamin D, that's why they suck on fish liver all day.
Okay.
And that will then.
I've actually seen fresh cod liver. It's
Okay.
white.
All of Scandinavia,
Continue.
they've been like pacified. There's nothing to live for anymore. So
Except for elk stew and feasting on pang.
Okay, what they do have to live for is the well-being of everybody. They know that there is peace.
Okay, so universal peace. Universal peace
Okay.
at the universal
Yeah.
peace at the price
Well, no,
of
okay.
ambition.
This is it.
Personal
U.S. chooses
ambition.
not to practice socialism, prefers war to socialistic peace.
Jalila, repeat what you said.
Universal peace at the
Benefit.
at the cost
Cost, right.
of personal
Ambition?
Ambition, yes.
Personal ambition?
Yes.
Yeah, because
But you can still have an ambition as a country, but not.
we're all gonna have that sentence in our paper.
Good. Craig should know that we all work together.
I think so.
What's gonna be worse is we just like use this thing. It's like word.
Copy it.
Yeah,
Text.
well, no, you can't do that because there's feasting on pang. don't use that.
Just
I
write
could just
down the
see us doing this and
I'm
then
just
saying,
gonna text
no,
the speech
look
in
that up.
and turn it
We're going to be
Wow,
listening
my
to this
voice.
conversation and laughing, and when I said that, the laughing will stop. Very good. Carry on.
Okay,
What else do
Already
we
done.
have on?
culture causes war. War began during the transition between hunter-gatherers and agriculture.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Okay, there was no aggression previous to the
Settlement.
That is
Permanent
not true.
settlement.
Permanent.
Hunter-gatherer species had wars against each other for lands,
Really?
better hunting lands.
But once they had developed
died off
agriculture, they had more
Okay,
time to.
What was the point made in this book in that regard?
That's what I want to know
I think this was Craig's tangent. I really don't think this was actually part of the article.
because it was.
Okay.
It's important that humans fought with Neanderthals for hunting land. They fought with the humans for hunting land. That's why the Neanderthals died out and killed them.
But with the
And
development
we
of
were more
modern
attractive.
agriculture, we
Yeah.
developed new technologies that were more advanced, and the
Really?
killing
We're
machines
That's-
became better,
that's
and we
true,
had more
actually.
time to kill each other with modern agriculture.
We're
Because
going to
But
include
at that point, we didn't have modern
I was
agriculture. We were
picturing
just
two
killing
people
each
on
other.
So
streets
not-
doing
not
strange
with that.
things.
not cavemen.
Well, I'm talking about cavemen.
baby.
No, afterwards.
Okay.
That was Craig on the 31st.
Two people on one set of skis.
Yeah, doing strange things.
Yeah, that was so.
Two people on one set of skis doing strange things.
We're gonna have that on like 4 times.
Let's have
Yeah,
someone else say it.
Basically, like,
Okay, the despot will push his country into war for the sake of satisfying his craving for it.
That's human sickness. I
Yeah.
think.
No, this is limited causes of war.
Really? That
Because I
sounds
had
like
despot.
sickness. So he pushes into war because he needs it. Is that what you just said?
What happened to
War is the
five?
homeostasis mechanism
Five
of
was on
global
the back. We
population.
didn't get a copy.
Huh?
War is the homeostasis mechanism. So,
Is this 5?
war regulates population.
Oh, so we're still on 4?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I really want to use that in my essay, homeostasis mechanism for population.
It's on that sheet of paper.
Okay.
And I don't know if he said it or I said it.
Okay.
I sometimes I can't tell.
Tell them to use the word equilibrium.
Okay.
Would he be upset if we used it, probably? If it was
I
his
doubt-
words?
I doubt if he remembers precisely what he said.
Yeah, he's pretty old.
He's not that old.
He's like
I also
60.
don't know how many
He's
other
58.
people were taking notes.
He was more than 55.
I really don't. I ain't seen
People
him
don't
take
take words
notes.
in big. Don't take notes of big words.
Oh.
Just
Said you,
Well, that's because you know how to spell them.
Very true.
The button,
My-
the flare button. I'm I can't spell.
I stopped looking at Flare like 2 months ago.
I started looking at flare about a week ago and
Okay,
then
moving on.
stopped. Kept ignoring it.
Okay, war began when man became the predator and prey.
And the prey?
Predator slash prey. So,
So
when
that's
When we
when
start
the
preying on
prey
each other?
became another man, that's when war began.
Yeah,
Is it
but
cannibalism?
no, not
No.
cannibal. Well,
Oh, yeah.
kind of.
Cannibalism.
Well, kind of. It's like when we saw a different tribe. Like I just remember him describing like we were on a hill and we looked down on this little tribe. We're like, we're going to kill them because we
No, no.
want their resources. That's what.
Both of it's
That's the
great.
transition
No,
from
that was
agriculture to
the
hunter-gatherer there, because
Yeah.
they are actually
War,
hunter-gatherer.
no?
Yeah.
War became, oh,
That's how I
actually,
described
it
it to us.
When it copied over, make sure you write this on your sheet, that war began when man became the predator and the prey, because it got chopped off. I wrote it in because I had the original when I copied this piece. Oh. I could write it. You guys can write it.
The prey became human. That's really weird.
But this is still a transition between hunter-gatherer and.
I want that.
Hunter-gatherer to,
What is this from?
Oh, that, I started
From the very
something and
beginning.
then Travis was like, stop!
Okay.
Stop, you're going about this wrong way. You were writing minuscule font and
Yeah.
Could you say that it came from when they went from nomadic to permanent
That's
settlements?
the word I was looking for, nomadic. When the nomadic individuals first encountered these settled individuals.
Stop looking at me.
That might be spelled with 2 J's.
Yeah, I was there. I think it is.
Okay.
I'm not entirely certain though. You should.
Ready to
Aha,
move
Lynn?
on?
Are we done with limited resources? Because
No.
it's pretty actually, it's
Yeah, he said you have to be
careful.
careful you're not gonna get too convinced by this.
Yes. That,
And then on the other, you're not supposed to get too dismissive of which one over here?
human
one that's-
bureaucracies or culture.
I think it was
No,
called-
he hated scapegoats.
No, I thought he hated scapegoats.
He did.
I don't know. I think scapegoats.
Why aren't we
I
supposed to
hate
get convinced by this? What is like the bad side of it?
Because it makes us. He said that it made us
It makes too much
feel
sense.
it made too much sense, and it made us feel like we were learning information and becoming more and more
He says
intelligent.
basically you have to
Right,
do an intelligence job
Because
to
it
start
didn't
getting
really
anywhere.
it doesn't have conclusive
Was this
evidence.
Was this the guy who wrote just phenomenally and it's like that feel good?
Yeah, that's the one
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes,
And
okay.
it doesn't really have evidence.
And the one
Back it.
that he told us to be wary of was the one that was like, I think it was the scapegoat one, because it like told stories and made everything relatable.
Yeah, it was
That
because
was
of
the
the
kids'
voice,
one.
the voice
Voices of
children's
Children,
one.
yeah.
Oh, is it that one then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So not that one.
No, but
No.
both of them. We're not
We're
supposed to.
supposed to-
We're
We're
not
supposed to be wary of being too convinced by that one and ignoring
that one completely.
Okay. Do not discount.
Alright. Human sickness. Now this is the one I remember the best.
You
I
want to
think
start?
I was absent for this one.
Oh.
But I just we fight because it's the only cure we have for our need to fight. So it's
War is like cannibalism. We can choose not to.
But we don't.
Why would somebody write that comparison?
Justin, did you write Watch the Series today?
No, I didn't. I was going to.
Frick.
Okay.
Were we supposed to?
AP.
So,
I thought it was
Human
only history,
sickness.
DBQ.
This one's kind of.
Everything. Every essay.
This one's twisted.
it makes kind of sick, honestly.
Oh, that's why it's twisted.
Jalila, you sound so
But it has a
pleased.
War sobers the drunken disease.
Looking at the camera.
And it's a good thing I had lots of room. I might have written this, I don't know.
It sounds like something you'd write.
I think he was sort of dancing around it and I put it in those words. Okay. So what I had, why don't you go ahead and read what you had, and then I'll read this one. because
It
people
has a
don't have-
strong evidentiary base. It's